I think that I support constitutional reform. I think that there should be, one person talked about a convention. I do think that there should be a convention. I don't think that lawmakers should be the ones to amend and change the Alabama Constitution without the consent of voters. I think that voters should have the right, or communities should be able to elect delegates to go to a convention, to sit down as a representative of their community, to sit down and actually help with the development of the, reforming the Alabama Constitution.
Do you think the people should have the final say to vote to ratify any constitution drafted at a convention?
Absolutely. It should be done democratically, because I'm from an organization where we vote on the agenda for the next year of the organization, and the Alabama Constitution affects citizens of Alabama. They don't just affect lawmakers, and that's a small group of lawmakers. But we need to be more grassroots with a lot of the things that we do, because the citizens are not at all, in some cases, unless you're a lobbying group, you don't really carry a lot of weight. And we've taken the power out of the hands of the people, which the people are the ones that vote, that put folks in office and take them out. I think that we need to shift the power back to the people and be more accountable and be very open to the people. We should be very open with where we receive money from. I think that we need to, like in my campaign, I'm focusing on more individual contributions, small amounts, large amounts. If you look at my voting or my contributions, they've come from all individuals. There's a lot of different, I probably have about maybe 50, 60 different donors that have donated to my particular campaign. And I am going to accept money from one PAC. If they desire to give me money, that's the Young Voter PAC out of Washington, D.C. I will accept money from that particular PAC, because my ideals and their ideas are very progressive ideas, and I think that what they believe in, we share the same core values, core beliefs. Healthcare is an issue with me. I think that in order for us to really gain control of our healthcare system, we must focus on nutrition. We must focus on workforce nutrition, workforce professional development. We must focus on putting in school nutrition programs, extending physical education, so that we're graduating healthier young people. And when they become adults, like you and I, it will reduce the strain of the healthcare system, because they won't be going to the doctor as frequently. You and I both know that obesity lead to a lot of other illnesses. So if we started with the nutrition in our public schools and extending the physical activity, the young people will be in a routine of eating healthy and also exercising, which in the long run will save us, and we can focus more so on quality as opposed to quantity. And it will lower the cost of healthcare. We also must focus on enrollment in med school. We must open enrollment up a little bit more, so that we are having more people going to public service careers like nursing and being a doctor. We need to increase our focus on primary care physicians. We need more of those. I think that, me personally, I would support paying for starting some type of scholarship program that will be titled something like Growing Your Own, where if I'm a young person from Union Springs, Alabama, my college education can be paid for to go to nursing or to become a physician, but I come back to my hometown and take care of the people in my hometown for at least 8 years, but all of my education is paid for. So what that does is, you have young people that are being compensated for going to school, but they're also coming back to their own hometown, because I care a lot about my hometown, and I will take care of the people in my hometown. And that's what we have to do with many of the public service careers, teaching and all those other things. things, because we have to get back involved in our own communities. I go back to my community. I went back in August. I'm going back this weekend actually to see my family. And one thing that I see that really needs a lot of focus is literacy. I go back and read in elementary schools in my high school, in my elementary school, and while I'm modeling reading as a young man, a lot of other young men in the room begin to read more because I've modeled that to them. I'm a young man. We're projecting the young to the young. That is how I plan to reduce the high school dropout rate too. I believe that we, as educators, should work closer with the faith community. We have to go to the faith leaders and work closer with them to articulate to them, this is what little Johnny over in Mason Court need in order to be as successful as little Johnny over here in Hampton Cole. These are the things that they need. So in turn, you provide workshops to parents and prospective parents or those that are interested, teaching the parents about the impact that the media have of the development of their child's mind, the projections, the videos, the video games, all the technologies, the impact that they have on the development of a child's mind, the importance of literacy for your child, the importance of how do you save for your child's education early on. How do you ensure that your child is getting the nutrition he or she needs? And what does nutrition do for your child? Right now we have a lot of young parents and grandparents. Not saying that there's no wisdom, but we're lacking in that particular area, in wisdom. Not saying that everyone don't have any wisdom. I'm saying that we need to kind of, as a community, teach these things so that if I have a child, I know what I need to do to ensure that my child is successful. I can't point the finger at everybody else and not point the finger at me as a parent. Parent accountability, I really believe in parent accountability. I believe that in order for us to reduce the high school dropout rate, we're going to have to provide tax breaks to small business and corporations in exchange for employee community service. You use your 35 and under employees to go in to do 4 hours of community service a month. They go in and read to elementary kids. They go and speak to middle school kids. They speak to high school kids. That's blue collar or white collar. So what we're doing, we're projecting a different image to our kids within our own community. It gives a little child that want to work with their hands or want to be a teacher or engineer, it gives them hope. It gives them a mentor, someone to look at and say, hey, I want to be just like this person. I don't want to be a basketball player or an entertainer. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a carpenter. I want to be just like this person. So what we're doing, we're projecting different images in front of our children, which is restoring hope for them. You also provide the tax breaks in exchange. If I'm a parent that works in industry, say I work in Simram, I'm released 4 hours a month. I can go and see about my child's education. What does that do? Boost parental involvement. If I have a mother or father that's in a nursing home that's sick, I can go sit with them. There's a teacher that needs help with this lesson building popsicle stick house. I'm able to come in and do that. I'm able to relieve that educator of lunch duty so that he or she can eat. So I'm involved in my child's life because children don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that is what I believe will reduce the high school dropout rate. That's the village that it will take to raise the children.